Ready? Play.
The win for Potapova, of course, is excellent. The reason why I think I tipped Emma to win in straights, but certainly tipped Emma to win. And the reason I had that optimism is I just thought that Potapova was kind of I'm going to say an Anisimova light, maybe. I feel as though she has an aggressive game, but she can't quite elevate it to the absolute highest levels, especially in terms of consistency. And yet, how wrong I was. But of course, she hit 25 winners to Emma's 17. I didn't necessarily praise this in Emma, but I recognized over the last 12 months that she was playing with a bit more margin and therefore probably was getting more consistent results. But maybe she does just need to go back to being big again and going out in first rounds, but also going deep as well at other tournaments when it all works. Maybe that is her game, and slicing and dicing and other sort of elements to that don't need to be introduced. What about Potapova, though, by the way? What did you make of her performance?
I was impressed. I mean, she's got a broken finger, which she mentioned, going up against Sabalenka, broken finger. She's just happy to be playing tennis. But, I mean, talk about demeanor on court. I mean, she is just extremely engaged, played with kind of more variety than I thought in terms of kind of ball height. But as you mentioned, Anisimova light definitely likes to be aggressive when she gets the chance. She won a couple marathon-esque points, which kind of turned the match to get it back to 5-all in the first set. But yeah, I mean, job well done.
Indeed. And of course, with her winning this match, as opposed to Emma Raducanu, we're not going to get another Sabalenka Raducanu match, which many people were looking forward to. Sabalenka won her match over bye in straight sets. So we're going to get Sabalenka against Potapova. What do you think Potapova could potentially do to hurt Arena?
My name is Clara Tauson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Summers, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paolini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
Well, 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 ladies and gentlemen. We are back and we are live. Australian Open 2026, third round. Go. Victoria Mboko is up against Clara Tauson and Lerna Tien against Nuno Borges. Hello to you in the chat. Welcome aboard the roller coaster, the Express. I can see Jake is here. Good to see you. I can see Ashley as well. Please do hit that like button and let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the tennis. I think in particular, Clara Tauson against Victoria Mboko is one of excitement, but Lerna Tien has already held serve on Kia Arena. On John Cain Arena is Clara Tauson against Mboko. And on Rod Laver, in about 15 minutes' time, Arina Sabalenka will be taking the court along with Anastasia Potapova. Okay. Borges to serve at love 1. Tauson serving first on John Cain, 30-15. Good serve down the tee there from Borges. Borges loving it in Australia, of course. He's had plenty of wins at this slam before. 30 all, by the way, on the Tauson serve. I have tipped Lerna Tien, and I think I went for Mboko over Tauson. Other turn serve there for Clara, is it? Or is it another serve at 30 all? 3 minutes on the clock. I think it's another serve at 30 all. $15 all here. Tien goes for a passing shot that doesn't work, so it's 30-15, and Clara Tauson has held for 1 love. This is a very, very meaty third round clash, which I think one day might well be a Grand Slam final. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? You heard it here first. Tauson from Denmark, and Mboko, of course, from Canada. Tien representing the US and Borges, Portugal. Borges serving 30 all. That last rally was 16 shots in length. Mboko's right leg heavily strapped. Hopefully that doesn't mean anything too serious. I might have to reevaluate my prediction on the basis of that, because I tentatively predicted Mboko to win. Has she gone long there on the forehand? She has. So it's love 15. Meanwhile, Borges under a little bit of pressure here already at 30 all. Okay. Oh, is that going to land in? What a backhand down the line from Clara Tauson. Love 30. Tien on the run, but it's going to be no good. 40-30. So Borges has a game point, and Mboko under pressure on her serve already at love 30. What a backhand down the line that was. Must have just clipped the line. Let's have a look at this through the eye of a needle stuff. Yes. Good serve there, though, from Mboko. 15-30. Mboko serves down the tee, chop the turn, so we're into the rally. Backhand down the line from Mboko. Well defended by a really good defense, and a nice slice there as well from Clara Tauson. That time she went big down the line on the forehand side and doesn't have the same amount of success. Meanwhile, Tien and Borges are at deuce on the Portuguese's serve, but that's an ace down the tee from Nuno. Two of the nicest guys on the tour, I would argue. Nuno, I know a little bit better than Lerner, but everything I hear about Lerner is pretty positive. 30 all here on the Mboko serve. She was love 30. Good cross-court shot there. Where are we going to go with this forehand? That's not really good enough from Mboko, but Tauson doesn't punish her. So it's 40-30. Borges holds from deuce. 1-all. Game point from Mboko as she seeks a 1-all scenario as well. Backhand cross court from her. Slice here from Tauson. It's a wonderful backhand down the line winner from Victoria Mboko, much to the delight of her team. Both of these matches are 1-all. Do get voting in our poll as to who you think is going to win. $30 love here on the Tien serve. The pre-match predictor for the Mboko-Tauson match has 60-40 in favor of Mboko. Tien 30 love up on his serve. And now Mboko has love 15 on the Tauson serve. So that is, I think, 5 points in a row for the Canadian. Good to see some comments coming in. John, I just want you to know that I would love, would never yell, come on, between your first and second serves. Yeah, very good. It's more a case of I'd like to get to know him, Ghosty, as in like interview, you know, hang out, be friends. Okay. Tien, 2 game points at 40-15. But what I will say about Nuno is he's nice. I remember watching Iyala against Udvardi on just like what would be a club court. I was almost leaning, not quite, but almost leaning against the net post watching that encounter. So close was I, and there was pretty much no crowd, just a few people at each end peering through sort of, I don't know how to say, fences, yeah, I guess. I know the word fence, but I don't know how to describe this specific type of fencing. Anyway, very, very few people able to see the matches. And on the adjacent court, Nuno was practicing. And we had a brief chat at one point when there was a very dodgy line call. And it was amusing. And then I bumped into Nuno a few more times in and around various tournaments in Portugal. And he's always said hello to me, which is very nice, considering there's no reason why he would know me. Oh, Tauson, by the way, 15-40 on her serve. Lerner Tien is held for 2-1, so they're on serve there. But Tauson now is 15-40 on her serve, and Mboko was love 30 on hers in the previous game. So it's going to be a second serve here for Mboko to look at as well. Very good, thank you, Jake. Very good. Going to need to put that kettle on shortly. I've taken a leaf out of your book, Jake, the last couple of days. No drinking and hard gym sessions. But I will say this, I've eaten plenty as well. And Mboko gets the break for 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. Mm. 2-1. Victoria Mboko leads. It was an unforced error as well from Clara Tauson. Jake is on the other stream, Ghosty. By the way, was I seeing one or two people in the chat, or maybe just Jane having a go at Jaime Faria the other day? Seemed a bit harsh. Ghosty Jake is on the bottom Mboko Tauson stream, but you can stay where you are, and I'll just pass on messages. Although you might have fallen out, I don't know. Maybe you two got, like you and Jane, have your little tiffs. Borges serving, by the way, 1-2, 30 love. Jake, I tell you what, hats off to you. I personally, it's not something on my horizon, that's for sure. In fact, I'll be back on it tomorrow night. Minus 42 C, Ashley, or minus 42 Fahrenheit. My goodness me. Ghosty has a message for you, Jake. He says, tell Jake I love him and miss him. We are like two lost brothers trapped between YouTube chats. Okay. So, Tauson looking to fight back. 1-2 down, 2-1 down, perhaps I should say. Mboko serving with a break. Borges has 2 game points, 4-2 all.
Yeah, last year, Musetti was 16th seed or something.
Okay.
2, and then he beat Musetti here in 23 run, when his US Open 23 run, were 2, and then he beat Musetti here last year. Last year, Musetti was 16th seed or something.
Okay.
Seed or something.
Okay.
Wait.
Next section. Okay. So, Mboko serving 30-15. Forehand here. She should put it away, and she does. Good serve down the tee. We're back on for my pre-match prediction. When Mboko was serving at love 30, I had some doubts. Sorry, Victoria. But also the doubts were exaggerated by, look at that strapping on the right knee. It's like she's been in the trenches. Okay, over in the other match, Tien and Borges, 2 all. Oh, Sabalenka. I knew I'd end up forgetting the Sabalenka match. That'll be getting underway in a few minutes, or at least they'll be entering in a few minutes. Okay. Okay, Tien, 2 game points for a hold, and Mboko holds for 3-1. And Tien holds as well comfortably. Tien has been pretty comfortable on serve thus far. Change of ends, 2-3. We are nearing tea time. And I mean cup of tea time. Tauson here looking a bit more comfortable on serve at 30 love. That first serve percentage in 92% from Mboko. Is that in or points won? So I've got a split screen, so it's not always easy to see every tiny detail. Oh, it's a lovely forehand winner there from Tauson to set up for 30 love. Yes. Okay. Nice reaction there from Mboko at the net. Ah, Jakey's switched chats to come and join Ghosty. Yes. Ashley, when are you going to come? When are you coming to Germany? Ghosty, when are you coming to Germany? Going to come and snuff me out? Get the old smoke out and snuff me out like a pope. Towson holds, change of ends 3-2, but it's a slightly different 3-2 on the John Cain Arena in terms of the advantage that Mboko has with that break compared to the 3-2 that Tien has. And by the way, it's 40 love for Nuno Borges. Towson will be sitting down a little less comfortably than she sat down prior to the match. And Borges holds for 3. Oh, no, sorry, tell a lie. 40-15. 2-3, 40-15. Mm. Give me one name, everyone, in the live chat. Who is the nearest challenger to Sinner and Alcaraz? Who is the third favorite? Who is the one, if it's not going to be Sinner or Alcaraz, and I think there's a 98% chance it will be Sinner or Alcaraz, but who is the next person in line? Honestly, I think there's an argument for 10 players in this conversation. I think there's an argument for Medvedev. There is an argument. It's not a very strong one, but there is an argument. There is an argument for Ben Shelton. There is an argument for Novak Djokovic. There's an argument for Mensik. It's not a particularly strong one, but there's an argument. Is there an argument for Lerner Tien? Just because of the matchup with Yannick. Oh, it's a double fault there, 15 all on the Tien serve. There's an argument today. I've got him to win, I think in 5. I've got Mboko to win in 3, so I've got a couple of epics going on here. Shelton, of course, gonna be playing Valentin Lacharot in the next round. Oh, Towson has love 30 here on the Mboko serve. We've been here before. 10 serving 15-30, by the way, for you all. And it's gonna be a second serve for Clara Tauson here. This is giving love 40 vibes. It's giving love 40 vibes, but what a shot from Victoria Mboko. What a reaction. I mean, where did she find that angle? Honestly, I haven't seen an angle like that since Pythagoras was at work. Okay. 30 all on Mboko Tauson. Borges gets the break, 4-3. Well, well, well. What were you saying, Ghosty, about all the Portuguese being friendly? Not sure how they'd say about that in certain parts of Africa or Brazil, but yeah, I'm dredging up the past. John, don't dredge up the past. What is it? He who controls the future controls the present. He who controls the past controls the present. What is that? He who controls past controls the future. Who? That's Oh my goodness me! What's his name? George Orwell, isn't it? I think it's George Orwell. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. Ah, yes, indeed. George Orwell. Mm. And we are live as well for the Sabalenka-Potapova clash, which I know many of you are excited for. Medvedev and Marozsan have just got underway. Good hold that from Mboko, 4-2. Really good hold. And Borges is held for 5-3. So Tien in a bit of trouble in this first set. Marozsan and Medvedev are warming up, as are Sabalenka, 2 times winner in Australia, and Potapova. They're on court. So those of you wondering when Sabalenka and Potapova will be getting underway, I think there'll be a few minutes more. They're a little bit behind the other 1:30 starts because they're just doing the coin toss. Tien here, 30 love on his serve. Do hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, please do hit subscribe. Almost time to make myself a cup of tea. I will, of course, be commenting on the Sabalenka match as well, but it hasn't started yet. As I can see some Danes in the crowd, look like they're frying. Tien is held, by the way, so Borges is going to have to serve this out at 5-4. I think I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Potapova, of course, here in the third round. Sabalenka, 2 times champion, but also finalist a year ago. I'm going to put the kettle on, yeah. Oh, sorry, there's loads of comments in the teen chat. I'll come to them in a moment, sorry. Let me get myself a cup of tea first. Do you take your tea game seriously? Not really, no. I mean, tea, I think, is a little bit less, what's the word, pretentious, or, I don't know. There's not a tea cult in the same way there is coffee. And by the way, I love my coffee. Just bought myself a new coffee, I don't know what you want to call it, a coffee maker, machine, whatever. But it got delivered a couple of days ago and I've yet to get it all set up. What is being set up, though, is Borges perhaps to win the first set. Let me have a look at some of these comments in the live chat. For those of you wondering what's the score between Sabalenka and Potapova, well, they have yet to start. They're just practicing serves right now. Same with Medvedev and Marajan, but I do expect Medvedev and Marajan to start a bit sooner. Sorry, I'm just catching up on all of these comments that I've missed out on. Yeah, I understand Novak, but I just think the thing is with Novak, say compared to Mensik, yeah? Mensik, of course, is further down the pecking order in terms of the bookies, and that makes sense. But, 2 break points for Clara Tauson, by the way. 15-40, 3-4. Tauson trying to get back on serve, and I think she's going to do it. Is she? Yes, she is, because that forehand is just missed. So we're back on serve over there between Mboko and Tauson, 4-all. But I just think that actually, we just know that Novak is probably losing to Carlos and almost certainly losing to Jannik Sinner. And yet, I just think that Mensik, you don't know. I think Mensik loses, but we don't really know, do we? We haven't seen that. We haven't seen that movie before. Borges serving for the first set, 30-all. Good backhand there from Lerner Tien. Where do we rate Tien's backhand, by the way? Is it top 10? I think it might be. That's a good forehand, too. Excuse me. Shelton, the close fourth, Ghosty suggests. Yeah, I forgot about Zverev. I mean, he has to be in the conversation. Bublik has to be in the conversation, too. That's what I mean. There's probably 10 people in the conversation. You know, I love Alcaraz and Sinner, and I love watching those two play. I don't enjoy watching Sinner play against everybody else on tour. I do enjoy Alcaraz a lot of the time, but not always. What against the rest of the tour? So I'd be all right with both of them going out in the next round. What I wouldn't be all right with is Carlos going out next round. And then, although Mute, I love Mute, it's a lot of fun, but do you know what I mean? The ultimate spin masters, Glinios. Yeah, well, they're not the spin masters. The compliance of the media is what frustrates me. And I know exactly how it works. We saw it with Boris Johnson and Laura Kunzberg, for example. It's these sources. You're just basically a PR person. If you go, well, people at the club tell me that Rumor Amorim, you know, was not popular the last couple of weeks. Well, some of those journalists only started saying that just after the Leeds match, basically. Oh, the target for the season is Europe. Yeah. Well, that's spin for you. That's spin for you, because really the target should be higher. But The journalists are saying that. So that way, when we do just make the Conference League or Europa League, it's like, well, that's just been the target for the season because the journalists are obviously just trying to do the PR for bloody Ineos. Twats. Right, back to the tennis. So, what are we at? Oh, Tien has a break point. Tauson is held for 5-4. Marajan 15-40 on his serve against Medvedev. And Sabalenka and Potapova are underway. When I move away, I hope you can still hear me. Because I'm kind of still making my tea. So I'm moving away from the mic, but I hope you can still hear me in the distance. Client journalist, indeed. Jake. Hi, damn it, I hate that Bob Barker. Who's Bob Barker, by the way? I love that. Even though I have no idea who Bob Barker is. Sabalenka serving at 15-40. Tien has broken 5-all. This milk has seen better days, I think. Good job I got another litre today. Bob Barker was a TV game host. Okay. Well, damn it, you hate whoever. Please can you hit the like button? And if you haven't already done so, damn it, please hit subscribe. We'd love to have you in the live chat more often, if only for that name. Poor old Bob Barker. Maybe he's an idiot. I don't know, but seems a bit harsh. Okay, and Mboko's serving to stay in the first set at 4-5. Tien will be feeling a lot better about himself, and so will Daniel Medvedev, who's got the early break on Marajan. Sabalenka's 30-all with Potapova. By the way, biscuits too. Okay. 5-all Tien Borges, but it is 15-30 on Tien's serve. Tien, a little bit like Iala in some ways. I do think the Iala return is a bit sort of more elite than Lerner's, but then Lerner's serve is marginally better than Alex's. But I'm just thinking that Alex is vulnerable on serve, and Lerner will always probably be vulnerable on serve. And Mboko holds for 5-all. Sabalenka is deuce on her serve in the opening game. Tien here serving at 15-30, 5-all. Forehand from Lerner into the forehand of Borges. It's a nice backhand. There's a drop shot here from Lerner Tien. Borges on the run. Lovely passing shot, Lerner, 30-all. So, Tauson to serve at 5-all. Sabalenka has a game point. Struggling in this opening service game. I don't think today's going to be easy for Arena. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like two very tight sets, like 5 and 6 or something like that. Right, biscuit time, people. Sabalenka holds 1-love. Tien 5-all, 30-all. Becomes 40-30. These biscuits are beautiful. I had Five Guys tonight. Is Five Guys well liked in the US? People who are based there. Tauson 30-15, 5-all. Tien 5-all. Deuce, but Deuce becomes advantage. Borges, breakpoint. Nuno Borges. Oh, breakpoint Marajam. Okay, let's talk about this Tien point because pretty big. Lovely forehand there, but well defended by Nuno. No, it's going to land out. Deuce. Tauson holds 6-5. Marajam gets the break back. 1-all. Yeah, this Tien Borges match could be a long one. I will come to the live chat in a moment. Everyone, please hit the like button on the stream and share to the world. Okay. Is Sabalenka going to get a break point here? It's 30-all. Tien holds 6-5. Big hold from Lerner. Let's get back to Mboko against Tauson. 5-6. Mboko serving 15-love. Ooh, that's a hot tea. 30-love now on Mboko Tauson. And Potapova has a game point for 30-love. Cajun fries. They have Cajun fries, Ghosty, in the US? You lucky people. By the way, I knew, Ghosty, when I said that you, of all people, would be coming up with a witty response. I don't know, Jane. I think it's pretty expensive. I like it, but it is expensive. Jakey, sorry, you've got lots of questions, have you? We'll have to meet up at some point this year. Still grab a few cold ones and talk about our emotional Azarenka. You're off the cold ones, Jakey. And you know my schedule. Koblenz, Estoril, Bonn. I think that's I'm hoping for Estoril. There might be another German challenger in there somewhere. No golden swing for me this year, I don't think. Sabalenka has a break point, and Mboko has 2 game points to take that to a tie break. And she's taken it to a tie break. Wonderful backhand there. So, Mboko Tauson. By the way, the leg strapping does not seem to be hampering Mboko at all. She chased that ball down pretty well before hitting that meaty backhand. Do you have a meaty backhand, Ghosty? Yeah, I think so. I mean, at the end of the day, Lerner's top 30, right? As a player. I mean, his serve is probably not in the top 100. So that means you've got to have something elsewhere in your game. And of course, I know what other elements of his game are. And of course, he's a lefty as well. And his baseline game is pretty impressive, and he's got good movement. But his return is not top 10, is it? I don't think. Borges, by the way, 40-15 to take it to a tiebreak. Mboko and Tauson are in a tiebreak, and Mboko has the early mini break lead and leads 2-love. Lovely backhand down the line there from Mboko. Tell you what, it's been a very high-quality encounter, this, between Mboko and Tauson. People were upset with me the other day because I said, well, not people, I think it was one person. Although it might be more. I don't read all the comments, sorry, on the videos and stuff. But I said that Osaka's performance was sluggish, slow, and stodgy in the first round. And it was, but that's because I have high expectations for her. As in, I know what she's capable of. Oh, lovely Tauson, lovely, deft. That is the word to describe that last point. 2-1. Although 1-2 because Tauson's about to serve. So she's got the mini break back. It was a nice lob there from Medvedev, just watching Marozsan serve at 1-1. And it's won him the point. So he's going to have a break point, Medvedev. Are we going to have 3 breaks in a row in the Medvedev-Marozsan encounter? Sabalenka's up a break, by the way, against Potapova. And Tien and Borges are also into a tiebreak. Very similar to the Mboko-Tauson clash, actually, those two. They've exchanged one break, and they're in a tiebreak. Mboko and Tauson have exchanged one break, and they're in a tiebreak, and it's 2-2 in said tiebreak. Sabalenka is 2-love, 30-all. Medvedev had a great chance to seal the break, but didn't take it with that last rally. Tien has held serve at the beginning of the Tien-Borges tiebreak. Tauson here, 2-all on her serve. Whew. A lot to keep up with, I know. Second serve here. Tauson and Mboko, 2-all. Tien has a mini break on Borges. Potapova has a break point on Sabalenka. Backhand return there from Mboko into the rally. Mboko picking up the pieces and the speed and the pace, and that's a good depth there from Mboko. She gets a mini break advantage once again. Leads 3-2, is about to serve. Meanwhile, Tien is leading 3-0 in the tie break against Borges. I agree, Jake. The thing is with Shelton, even if his game stagnates, he's top 10 for the next decade. But if he can just sort his return out, and I do think the return is one of those elements of the game that can be improved upon. Mboko 4-2, change of ends. I think maybe the return... Oh, double fault from Lerner Tien, 3-1. I think the return is the part of the game you can work on, maybe with the ease. Not ease, sorry, but the easiest thing to do. You know, it's reflexes, isn't it? And experience and going for it and knowing when to go for it. You know, mixing it up, standing back. You got a few different things you can try, even just within a match. You might never have a Djokovic return or an Agassi return. Or dare I say an Alex Iala return. No. Shelton, Roland Garros, forget it. He did great to get to the fourth round last year, but I wouldn't be surprised if he never goes beyond a quarterfinal in his entire career. Look at this. Medvedev has had 5 break points in this game, and he hasn't taken any of them. Or he's had 5 break points in the match so far. Okay, so Mboko 5-2 now. So Tauson serving 2-5. And Borges gets that mini break back, 3-all change of ends. Yes, indeed. He had a double mini break, didn't he, at 3-0, serving, double fault. And now it's 3-all change of ends. Tauson wins the next point, 3-5. Potapova gets the break back against Sabalenka. So that back on serve over on Rod Laver. And Marajan finally holds for 2-1. That's going to hurt Medi. Oh, Lerner. That backhand into the net. Dearie me. Oh, no, it's Nuno. Sorry, it's Nuno. My bad. Sorry. Oh, they're both wearing white. I mean, I know there's some purple on Nuno's shirt. I wish they could wear different colors like in football and stuff. Okay, Mboko and Tauson in a rally here. Oh, Nuno, he really shows his pain, doesn't he, wears his heart on his sleeve, bless him. Tien now leads 5-3, which is exactly how Mboko leads Tauson. That's a good defense, though, from Clara. That's a decent passing shot from Clara. In fact, it's better than decent. 5-4. Back on serve, are they? Yes, they are, I think. Great passing shot there from Clara Tauson. Wow. Actually, they're not back on serve. She was down a double mini break, sorry. So it's only one mini break here, but 5-4 now. Mboko to serve. Backhand return. Backhand from Mboko goes into the net and it's 5-all. Well, well, well. 5-all Mboko to Tauson. Meanwhile, Lerner Tien defending. But can he defend this? Yes, he can. Can Borges put the volley away? Yes, he can. Lovely touch at the net from Nuno Borges. 4-5. Borges Tien. Mboko 5-all. Both in a first set tiebreak. Clips the net and goes long there, does Mboko. I'll come to that question in a second. Sorry, Jakey. We're in the middle of two crazy tiebreaks at the moment, two crazy moments. 5-all here between Tauson and Mboko. Backhand here, forehand from Tauson. Good forehand from Tauson. Mboko defends. Mboko having to defend again, but that's a nice backhand cross court from her. Now it's Tauson on the defense. Tauson slicing there, but then she puts her backhand into the net. We've got a set point for Victoria Mboko, albeit on the Clara Tauson serve. Nuno Borges and Tien. This tiebreak is on a knife edge at 5-all. You're absolutely right, Jake. Can't argue with that one. I think I wouldn't make that mistake that Offner made, though. I'll say that. But that could be an example of me not being in the zone enough. Nice volley from Borges there. Lovely. He has a set point, much to the delight of the Portuguese in the crowd. Tien will serve 5-6. Meanwhile, Tauson is serving 5-6 over on the other court there. Backhand return from Mboko. Backhand slice from Tauson. Got good depth on that slice. Now it's on the forehand from Clara. That's going to land in, though. Good angle there from Mboko. Forehand to forehand right now. Now it's a forehand down the line. Tauson is on the defense, big style. She should put this away, does Mboko? And she does. And she takes the first set by 7 games to 6. Meanwhile, Tien and Borges, 6-all, change of ends. Sabalenka, 2-all in the first set. Sabalenka was up an early break, but she ceded that advantage, and it's 2-all. Medvedev and Marajan exchange breaks, and now it looks like they're going to exchange holds for 2-all as well, but that's not done yet. Medvedev 40-30. Oh. Yeah, slight. I think there's a tongue in that cheek there, Jakey. Whew. A lot to keep up with. Stats from Mboko and Tauson. Mboko getting 71% of her first serves in, which is very useful when you're winning 70% on your first serves. Curiously, Tauson is winning more points on her second serve than on her first. That might be an idea to just slow that first serve down a little bit then. Might be an idea. It's just an idea. Not saying she should do it. I'm not her coach. But I'm readily available to be employed as long as I can do a few watch-alongs in between. Okay, Tien and Borges, 6-all in the tiebreak. I love that question, Jake, but I just don't have time to answer it right now. We've got a set point for Lerner Tien. Set point, Lerner. 7-6 he leads, but it's on the Borges serve. When there's not so many matches going on, I might get my coffee machine out and show it off. But we need one of these matches at least, maybe even two of them to have finished. This light piercing down. Piercing, by the way. It's like the Omen movie, if you know that Omen movie. I think it's the third one. Well, no. First one. Okay, Tien serving here now, 7-8. Borges has held his two serves, and now Nuno has a set point. Okay. Concentration time. Good serve from Lerner. Is he going to put the drive volley away? Not outright. Is he going to put the volley away? Yes, he is. 8-all. Do you know what? These four matches at the moment that are being played are mega. Like now. But mega matches can just fall apart like a pack of cards. Okay, Borges and Tien here in the rally. What a rally it's turning into. 8-all. It's on the Tien serve. And Borges misses that backhand cross court. So Tien is going to have another set point. Tauson has just won a 16-shot rally with a smash in the first game of the second set. It's on the Mboko serve as well, so she's got 15-30. Okay, Borges serving at 8-9. Hey, Hans Eggs. How's Tien playing? Pretty well, but is it going to be well enough to win the first set? Well, not necessarily, because he's just put that backhand into the net from the return, and it's 9-all. I mean, if ever there's a 50-50, it probably is Tien versus Borges. So, Hans Eggs, please, can you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, by the way? Good return there from Tauson, by the way. Tauson here threatening a break. Oh, more than threatening now. She's got a break point on the Mboko serve. They have exchanged breaks in that first set. And before Mboko took the tie break, 7 points to 5. Malajan and Medvedev have both broken once and both held once, and they're at 2-all. Tien and Borges exchanged breaks as well in this set. And now they're into a tie break. Tien on the return, is he? It's going to be a second serve for Lerner to look at. Good return there in terms of depth from Lerner. Oh, what a forehand from Lerner, but good defense from Nuno. Oh, lovely Lerner, Tien. Take a bow. What a touch from the American. He's now going to have a set point, and this time, I think it's the first time, it's on his serve. Tauson gets the break over Mboko. So she's up an early break. Malajan holds for 3-2 against Medvedev. And Sabalenka is leading 3-2 on serve. But they have exchanged breaks over on Rod Laver. Yeah, exactly. The old slice dropper. I quite like that shot myself. Okay, here's this set point going to turn out. Borges with a big forehand and he misses. Lerner Tien takes the first set by 11 points to 9 on a tie break. Massive. Whew. 56 minutes. This one could be a 5 hours. Honestly, it really could. If it is, then I will get the opportunity to open the coffee machine up on air. I don't know if it's called a coffee machine or not. The Barista Express is what it says here. It's got some wonderful pictures of coffees that I hope look like my coffees when I make them. Looking at these stats, by the way, Nuno Borges got 82% of his first serves in, but listen to this. He only won 25% of his second serves. Maybe I'm underestimating Lerner on return. Both were 1 from 2 on break points, and the rest of the stats are all much of a muchness. Lerner just getting 54% of his first serves in. He'd like to do a bit better than that, but not that it matters. He's won that first set by 7-6. Potapova has 40 love on her serve to make it 3-all over on Rod Laver. Yeah, it really does. Yeah, I can throw them up, or I can just tell you. But I think I've kept you up to date with pretty much all the matches that are happening right now. I think it's really, there's just 4 singles matches happening right now, I think. And I think you're pretty much up to date with those. Just a moment. I can always share them on the screen as well. I think I have been telling you. I mean, I'm pretty non-stop. Lerner Tien won the first set by 7-6 over Nuno Borges. Mboko won the first set 7-6 over Clara Tauson, but she's down a break in the second. Medvedev and Marajan are on serve. They have exchanged breaks. Sabalenka and Potapova are on serve, but they have also exchanged breaks. Both of those 2 matches in the first set as well. So I think it's just those 4 singles matches, unless I'm much mistaken. Yeah, they're the only 4 singles matches happening right now. If it makes it any easier, I can just share all 4 on the screen for a moment in time. Oakley dokley, Jakey. It's a good time to answer that, I think, with tie breaks all done and dusted. Marajan has some break points here on the Medvedev serve, by the way. Okay. By the way, why... Oh, Glinios is Glazers and Ineos. I couldn't quite get that earlier. I get it now. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, welcome, Hands of God. Some great names in the chat, by the way, tonight. So as you can tell, I'm just scrolling through. Jakey here talking about the movement of Clara Tauson. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Bencic movement either, and I think it's going to be the one thing that prevents her from. I mean, obviously she's at a certain stage in her career, but ever reaching the absolute top of the sport. Borges is like a young John McEnroe. That's a hell of a compliment, Ghosty, and I haven't felt that before. But I'll keep an eye out for some comparisons. I think their temperaments are definitely different. Okay, I think this is the question you want answering. Silke, if you could pick one player on both tours who are hyped to the max by people, but you aren't high on them at all, who would they be? Bencic, possibly, would be one. I don't know if she's hyped to the max now, but I think people still do hype her up from time to time. I mean, going into this tournament, for example. Who else is hyped up to the rafters who I don't think should be? Yeah, Bencic. I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of these players are kind of evaluated quite fairly. As in, I'm just looking at Leylah Fernandez and Ostapenko, ranked 23 and 24. What are the narratives that I hear most about them? Fernandez, incredible grit, incredible defender, probably won't ever win a Grand Slam, but you never know. Might all come together and she can win a 1,000 or go deep at a slam. Ostapenko, hit and miss. You never know what's going to happen until we see Iga Swiatek in front of her. She's a box of fun and hits the hell out of the ball. And how she won that Roland Garros, I'll never know, but it is what it is. And those two narratives, I mean, they are narratives that I've built in my own head, but they are accurate. So Iva Jovic is being bigged up right now, but I think it's justified. I know you've probably got Emma Raducanu in your mind, but I don't hear that hype coming. Not living in the UK, I probably don't hear it as much as you. I think regarding Boisson's French Open run, I think that's more the rarity or the not norm, and that she'll return to a norm of somewhere between sort of 30 and 50 in the world. That's about it, really. I mean, I'm now heading down the rankings at 46, 47 in the world. Yeah. I think that's it, really, in terms of players that are really like hyped up and that. On the women's side. On the men's side, let me have a think about this. Of course, the obvious one that gets the most hype is probably João Fonseca, but I think most of that is justified. I'm probably not on board with the Musetti hype right now, but he may well end up proving me wrong this year. We'll see. I have to say, he's not hyping himself up. It's some people. I mean, Gil Gross is huge on Musetti's chances of getting a career high number 3 year end. He may well reach number 3 during this tournament even. Marozsan, by the way, and Medvedev are on serve, and so are Potapova and Sabalenka. Tauson still has that break up on Mboko, and Tien and Borges have just begun their second set. Shelton gets hype, but that comes from me. Felix was hyped a lot 5 years ago, and at the time I thought it was justified. And it really, now he doesn't get much hype, even though he's, as good in terms of his ranking that he's ever been, in terms of, okay, he's number 8 in the world, but I think he was number 5 maybe after the ATP finals, something like that. Probably, I think the hype regarding Jack Draper is just a little over the top, but it doesn't bother me. Holger Rune has been hyped to the rafters, but I think it's justified because the boy is so talented. Chapeau, did he really ever get any hype? Not really. People sort of saw him for who he was pretty quickly. Maybe Nakashima. Maybe there's a bit of hype around him, but I don't really see him having the game to trouble the elite. That's about it, really. Brad Gilbert suggesting Mickelson's going to be winning a slam sounded like a pitch for a job to be his coach rather than being serious. Maybe in Spain, Munar caused a few ripples 5-10 years ago, but probably not justified. That's about it. Big hype around Artifice, but mega talented. Just can't stay fit at the moment. So yeah, that's about it, really. I hope that all makes sense. I just don't hear this hype regarding Raducanu, Jake. I get snippets of it, but I don't get it really in terms of her tennis. I think there's just as many doubters as there are. Maybe there's a few people on social media that are huge fans, but there's also a lot of haters on social media as well. Probably even more haters than than lovers, if you like. Oh, and Mboko's got the break back on Clara Tauson. Medvedev and Marozsan 4-all in the first set. And Potapova has a game point for 4-all against Sabalenka. Okay, Borges here, 1-all, 30-15. Both players solidly holding so far. Yeah, Mboko here, 2-all, 30 love. Meanwhile, Tien and Borges, 1-all, 30-all. Oh, Sabalenka has a break point here on the Potapova serve. So this could be interesting. Wonderful forehand down the line there from Arena to bring up break point. So Sabalenka, can she get the break? She's had a break advantage already in this set. She's ready to pounce on this return. Backhand return from Arena is going to go long. Deuce. The sort of reactions here are reminding me of some of the reactions we saw from Arena during that French Open final. She's cutting a pretty frustrated figure right now, but it is still deuce on the Potapova serve, so it's 3-4 deuce. Marozsan serving at 4-all, 30-all. And Lerner Tien has a break point on the Nuno Borges serve. Mboko and Tauson have exchanged breaks, so they are on serve in their encounter. And Lerner Tien has a break point here. Is he going to get it? Let's see. Backhand here from Lerner into the forehand of Nuno. Backhand down the line. Look at that backhand, you see. It's pretty good, I'd suggest, from Lerner. It's probably his biggest weapon. And he's got the break after Nuno nets. So, 2-1. Lerner Tien. I think I'm done with my 2 biscuits. As in, I'm not going to have any more. I might have another cup of tea, yeah? We'll see. Okay. Oh, Potapova holds for 4-all. That's going to annoy Sabalenka even more. Marozsan holds as well, so when they return to court, Medvedev will be serving at 4-5 to stay in the first set. Tien and Borges having a well-earned sit-down, but it is a sit-down that sees Lerner up a break, up a set and a break. Watching Mboko Tauson right now. We're on the Tauson serve here, but Mboko is going to have love 15. Just feels like Victoria's got the bit between her teeth since getting that break back. Sabalenka 15 love. Medvedev and Marozsan are having a sit down before Medvedev returns to the Margaret Court Arena court. And he'll be serving at 4-5. Look how annoyed Sabalenka looks. 4-all, 30 love. Tien now to serve at 2-1. They're back on court. Good serve from Marina Sabalenka. She's now up 40 love, so 3 game points for the Belarusian. Hans Eggs is not a fan of Naomi Osaka. Ooh, Lerner going long there. It was on the backhand as well. Medvedev serving to stay in the first set. 4-5, 15 love. Sabalenka holds for 5-4. In terms of my sleep situation, I could do without Lerner and Borges going 5 sets. So the fact that Lerner's up a set and a break, I'm not totally devastated by. Tauson here, 40-15 on her serve. 2-3, 40-15. Ooh, it's getting quite warm in here. Sorry, Ashley, to tease you about how warm it is. Okay. Back with it. And Chien holds for 3-1. 7-6, 3-1 he leads. Let's get my phone. Okay. So, Mboko and Tauson 3 all in the second set. Mboko won the first set by 7-6. Medvedev is 40-15 at 4-5. Medvedev serving to stay in the first set, just like Potapova is also doing on Rod Laver. And Borges is serving at 1-3, love 30. But he has won the next point after a good serve, so it's now 15-30. Okay, and Mboko is serving. She's at 30 love on her serve. It's a nice forehand from Victoria. And not a nice slice, though, from Mboko. So 30-15. Oh, 2 break points for Lerner Tien on the Borges serve. 15-40, and Medvedev holds for 5 all. Just watching Lerner Tien here, threatening to get a double break up on Nuno in this set. Oh, good backhand there from Lerner. Drop shot from Lerner. Not going to win the point. Well done, Borges. Chasing that down and then winning the point, 30-40. Mboko holds for 4-3, so she leads a set and 4-3. Potapova, by the way, is holding her nerve at the moment. Big style. Serving to stay in the first set, and she wins that game to love with a meaty forehand winner, 5 all. So, what is the lay of the land? Sabalenka Potapova in the first set, 5 all. Medvedev Marajan in the first set, 5 all. Mboko Tauson. Mboko leads by a set to love, and they're on serve in the second set. Tien leads Borges by a set to love, but is up a break in the second set and threatening a double break right now. Here's a break point on the Nuno serve. Second serve here from Nuno. Forehand return. Nuno, forehand into the backhand of Tien. Remember that second serve from Borges has been a problem today, winning just 25% of his second serves in the first set. Lerner thought about the drop shot there, but didn't go for it. Now he's going down the line there. Probably not a good idea to drop shot, but there's a slice here from Lerner, and it's a pretty good one. And I think it's going to force the error. Is it? Yes, it has. Lerner gets the double break. So Lerner Tien leads 7-6, 4-1 with a double break. Ooh. Okay, next section sees Marin Cilic against Casper Ruud. That's coming up in the third round tomorrow.
He will eventually.
Yeah, I actually would. I was, but then actually, yeah, I think I'm going to go Casper in 5 as well. Okay, rolling on down. Rolling on. Casper Ruud versus Marin Cilic. Let me know in the live chat if you've got a prediction for that one. Also, hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe. Sabalenka here, 5-all, 40 love. Marajan, 5-all with Medvedev, also 40 love. Marajan holds for 6-5. So Medvedev, when they return to the court, will be serving to stay once again in the first set. Meanwhile, Clara Tauson and Mboko. Tauson serving at 3-4 in the second set. Love 15. Gone quieter? Really? Not working? Let me know, Jake. Is it not working anymore? Do let me know, Jakey boy, if you can't hear me. Dorghetto Carlos. Can you hear me all right, Jakey? Oh, and Mboko, 15-40 on the Towson serve. Jakey, please give me an update if you can hear me all right. So, huge moment over on Kia Arena. Towson here, 3-4, 15-40. Can Towson dig deep? It's going to be a second serve as well. Borges, by the way, 1-5 now. Tien held there. Backhand return, always into the net from Mboko. She went big on that return, understandably so. Too big as it turned out. 30-40. Waiting for you, Captain Jake, to let me know if you can hear me all right. I'm wondering if you can hear me, given that you're not saying anything. So, Towson, 30-40 here. Huge moment in this match. And she gets a serve, and it's an ace. Well done, Clara Tauson. Deuce. Borges serving to stay in the second set at 1-5. Has at least won the first point, so it's 15 love. And it's going to become 30 love. Meanwhile, Medvedev serving to stay in the first set at 5-6, 30-15. But we're going to have another break point for Victoria Mboko. So, 3-4 Towson. Break point. Number 3 in this game for Victoria Mboko. Jakey says, yep. Good, back to normal. Good, good, good. Oh, 3 set points here for Aryna Sabalenka on the Potapova serve. But let me just stick with Tauson for now. Tauson on the forehand into the backhand of Mboko. Tauson on the forehand into the net. And Mboko gets the break and she'll serve for the match. 7-6, 5-3. The Canadian leads. Woo. I told you she had the bit between the teeth. So, Mboko, 7-6, 5-3. Mboko serving for the match. Tauson cutting a forlorn figure right now. Medvedev holds. They're going into a tiebreak. Potapova has saved the first of 3 set points against Sabalenka. It is on the Potapova serve. And Borges is held. But when they return to the court, Tien will serve for the second set. Mboko serving for the match has lost the first point. Love 15. It's really difficult to know where to look right now because these 4 matches are all at crucial stages. Second serve here for Sabalenka to look at. 15-40 on the Potapova serve. It is a set point for the Belarusian, for the world number 1. Backhand return is into the net. 30-40. 2 set points come and go. Medvedev and Marozsan are into a first set tiebreak. Meanwhile, Mboko, serving for the match, is at love 30. So, Mboko here serving, love 30. It's going to be a second serve for Tauson to look at as well. What drama on the Kia Arena. Lerner Tien is serving for the second set. Okay, Mboko, where are you going with this serve? It's a forehand return that is just too easy for Clara Tauson. That was a nervous, tame, and timid serve that Tauson punished. Sabalenka, on the other hand, has not punished Potapova. 3 set points come and go. They are now at deuce. Meanwhile, Mboko, love 40 on her serve. Tauson goes for the drop shot. It's not bad. And it's going to win her the point. And she's won the game. Mboko's serving for the match has just been broken to love. They're back on serve. They're going to go and sit down. When they return to the court, Tauson will be serving at 4-5. Meanwhile, Sabalenka, is that going to miss? I think it is. So we've got a game point for Potapova. More frustration from Aryna Sabalenka. 3 set points have come and gone. And let me tell you, she had chances on some of those serves. She is annoyed. Game point for Potapova and a first set tiebreak. Talking of tiebreaks, that's where Marozsan and Medvedev are at. Meanwhile, Tien serving for the second set. 15-30 though. Borges hoping to garner a break point here. Backhand. Ooh, Tien there going with a forehand into the net. So it's going to be 2 break points for Nuno Borges. Yeah, that shot from Nuno Borges, I thought it had gone out. And I think Tien might have thought it had as well. But it hadn't. And Tien, flummoxed and flustered, put his shot into the net. So 15-40, Lerner Tien. Second serve for Nuno Borges to look at. Can he get one of the breaks back? Backhand return into the backhand of Lerner Tien. Backhand to backhand right now. And of course, this means going down the line because Lerner's a lefty. Now it's on the forehand of Lerner Tien. Nice angle there from Lerner, but really good shot down the line there from Borges. Nice depth, though, from Lerner. Backhand now into the forehand of Borges on the defense. A slice there from Lerner, which is a pretty good weapon of his. And it's not worked out for Nuno Borges. 30-40. Meanwhile, Potapova has a game point to force a first set tiebreak. Let's see. Backhand return from Aryna Sabalenka is into the net. And how many times have we seen Sabalenka dump very makeable returns into the net today? Far too many for her liking. First set tiebreak. 3 set points saved as far as Potapova is concerned. Tiebreak winning percentage. I can't see the last 12 months, maybe. 87% Sabalenka has won her tiebreaks. 58% Potapova. So that would suggest that Arena is still the favorite in this first set tiebreak. Marozsan and Medvedev, by the way, are into a tiebreak, and Marozsan leads 4-1 in the aforementioned tiebreak. Borges, by the way, Tien serving at 5-2, serving for the second set, but it's another break point for Nuno Borges. Good serve down the tee from Lerner, ace, deuce. Okay, Sabalenka Potapova into the tiebreak. Sabalenka draws first blood, winning the first point of the tiebreak, but it was on her serve. It was a +1 scenario that saw her ultimately win the point. So, Tien against Borges, deuce, break point or set point. Break point or set point incoming. (4-2) change of ends for Marozsan and Medvedev. Meanwhile, Mboko and Tauson is 15-30 on the Tauson serve. So Mboko 2 points away from victory. She's actually closer to victory right now on the Tauson serve than she ever was on her own serve when she got broken to love when serving for the match. Borges has another break point. Sabalenka has the mini break advantage on Potapova, just like Marozsan has the mini break advantage on Medvedev. Backhand return from Mboko. Slice from Clara Tauson. Now it's on the Tauson forehand into the forehand of Mboko. Backhand cross court. Backhand from Mboko. Forehand down the line from Tauson's unbelievable, but well defended by Mboko. And it's helped her win the point. Incredible defense there from Victoria Mboko. And she has 2 match points on the Clara Tauson serve. Nuno Borges has got one of the breaks back on Lerner Tien, by the way. He's now serving at 3-5 in the second set. Tauson, 15-40. 2 match points for the Canadian. Okay, Tauson to serve. My goodness me. You will not see a worse serve ever in tennis than what we just saw there from Clara Tauson. Second serve. Backhand return from Mboko. Backhand again Mboko. Forehand from Tauson. Backhand from Mboko. Forehand from Tauson. Good depth there from Clara. Backhand now cross court from Mboko. Lovely down the line shot from Tauson. Can she put this one away? She can. Cool as a cucumber. 30-40. 1 match point saved. 1 to go. Marozsan leads in the tiebreak against Medvedev by 6 points to 3. So he has 3 set points. Potapova has got that mini break back on Sabalenka. So it's 2-3 and Potapova is serving. Borges, 40-15 on his serve against Tien, 3-5. Okay. Another match point here, though, from Mboko, 30-40. First serve this time lands in. Wonderful play from Tauson, but it's not won the point yet. But she is up in the rally, but it doesn't mean anything against someone who can defend as well as Mboko. But she's not hit that forehand very cleanly. 2 match points. Come and go. Deuce. Sabalenka Potapova, 3-all, change of ends. Medvedev has saved the first of 3 set points on his serve. Here comes a second one for Marozsan. Good forehand down the line from Medvedev, but well defended from Marozsan on the run. But Marozsan's going to go long, so 2 set points come and go for Marozsan. He's now serving, though, for the third of those 3 set points, 6-5. And Borges has held, so Tien is going to have to try and serve it out for a second time. Potapova, 3-all with Sabalenka. Nervous times, but very nervous times in this Tauson and Mboko match, because Mboko is going to have another match point after a backhand winner there. Marozsan wins the first set over Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev looks annoyed. Marozsan, cool as a cucumber. 60 2 minutes, I think it is, on the clock. And Marajan wins the first set on a tiebreak, 7-6. Sabalenka has eked out a mini break advantage once more on Potapova. She leads 4-3. Meanwhile, match point for Mboko. Backhand cross court is going to go into the net. 3 match points come and go. She can't believe it, Mboko. She's into these rallies and she's dumping shots into the net like she's Arina Sabalenka. So it's deuce between Mboko and Tauson. Second serve, points won for Marajan, by the way. 27%. Doesn't matter, though. He just won that set. Largely because of his first serve. Okay, Sabalenka against Potapova right now is quite interesting, but it's going to be 5-3 Arina Sabalenka as Potapova goes long. Can Mboko get another match point on the Clara Tauson serve? Not sure. She's down in the rally. Can Tauson put this away? No, she can't, but she doesn't need to because Mboko's going to miss. So it's game point Clara Tauson for 5-all. Tell you what, I was feeling a bit fatigued 20 minutes ago, but this tennis is keeping me very much awake. Tauson here serving at 4-5, but she has a game point. She has saved 3 match points. Also, Mboko served for the match at 5-3. All of these 3 match points, by the way, came on the Mboko serve. This came on the Tauson serve. Okay, into the rally here. Mboko backhand. Into the net again. Tauson screams 5-all. For a set and a half, the quality of this match was very high, but it has gone downhill as the pressure has mounted. And now Mboko had 3 match points. And she's going to serve at 5-all. Sabalenka has ceded that mini break advantage once again. Potapova serving at 4-5. Lerner Tien serving for the second set once again. He is 30-15 this time on his serve, so things are looking a little bit better for Lerner right now compared to the previous game, and that's a nice forehand put away there. 2 set points for Lerner Tien. Meanwhile, Sabalenka in this tiebreak, 4-5 on the Potapova serve. And that forehand from Potapova is going to go long. 2 set points, Arina Sabalenka. 2 set points, Lerner Tien. First serve goes into the net. So a second serve for Borges to look at on the Lerner serve here. Is Tauson going to force a third set against Mboko? I tell you what, I think she might. Okay, Nuno Borges attacking Tien here and winning the point. 40-30. 1 set point saved. Can Sabalenka be denied by Potapova? It's 2 set points for the world number 1. Second serve as well. Backhand return is wonderful for Arina Sabalenka, and she screams to the high heaven after a very nervous, tense first set. She emerges the winner and bolsters that tiebreak record that I highlighted going in. 7-6. So Sabalenka leads Potapova by a set to love. Marajan leads Medvedev by a set to love. And Tien has a set point here to take a 2 sets to love lead over Nuno Borges. Can he take it? Forehand from Lerner. Good depth there from Lerner. Good forehand down the line from Lerner. And it's going to be a winner. And Lerner Tien takes the second set by 6-4. Over on Rod Laver Arena, the stats regarding that Sabalenka Potapova first set. Well, 14 winners for Arena, 10 for Potapova. Unforced errors from Arina Sabalenka, 23, and she only took 1 from 5 break points earned, whereas Potapova was ruthless with her 1 from 1. Nevertheless, Sabalenka was able to dig deep and get over the line in that tiebreak, so she leads by a set to love, just like Marajan leads by a set to love on Daniil Medvedev. What's going on in the Mboko-Tauson match? Well, I can tell you now, things are kind of going from bad to worse right now for Victoria Mboko. It's 30-40 on her serve. It's a break point for Clara Tauson. Backhand return from her. Forehand from Mboko. It's not easy. The lob from Tauson is exquisite. It's not going to win the point outright, but she's up in the rally as a result. Well defended from Mboko, but surely Tauson's going to put this away, and she does. What a turnaround in this match. Tauson's now going to serve for the second set. Over in that Tien Borges match, by the way, Tien sealing the second set. So he leads 2-0. Needed 2 times to serve it out. Couldn't serve it out the first time of asking, but did so at the second time of asking by 6 games to 4. A little bit more comfortable that second set for Lerner compared to the first set when it was an 11-9 tiebreak. It looks like Medvedev has taken some time off court. See Yannick Sinner there doing some warming up. He's not playing, of course, until tomorrow when he plays Spitziri. Carlos Alcaraz coming up later on today against Mute. Do hit that like button, by the way. And if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. Indeed. Although she's actually missed a lot today, Jake. Wow. Tauson serving for the second set. Somebody here asking, is there a link that I can find? I think you want to watch the match, right? We can only tell you what's going on rather than show you the match. Those broadcasting rights, unfortunately. Okay. Tien and Borges about to get the third set underway. Likewise, Medvedev and Marijan for the second set. Marijan's still waiting, though, for Medvedev to return to the court, I think. And Potapova is serving first. Medvedev is back on court, actually. He's about to serve. Potapova serving first here, but she is love, or now 15-30 down on her serve. Meanwhile, Tauson serving for the second set. Love 15. But it does become 15 all after Mboko nets again. Oh, that relationship that Mboko is having with the net is not great at the moment, bearing in mind she had 3 match points, and on 2 of them, she dumped shots into the net. Borges serving first at the beginning of the third set. Just a quick update if you're just joining us regarding the Mboko-Tauson match. Mboko got the break and was leading 5-3, served for the match, but was broken to love. It was a very nervy attempt at serving it out. However, she then garnered 3 match points on the Clara Tauson serve, but was unable to take any of them. And for 2 of them at least, she just couldn't hang there in the rally. Very disappointing for her. And I think she took that disappointment into her next service game as well, as she was broken. And now Tauson is serving for the second set. By the way, Sabalenka's up an early break. Potapova, I think the momentum has just been sucked right out of her after losing that first set tiebreak. And now Sabalenka, the world number 1, is up a set and a break on the, I was going to say on the Russian, but of course she's now an Austrian. Okay, Mboko Tauson here. Here we go. Tauson there with a forehand goes into the net. And we have 2 break back points for Victoria Mboko. This is the match that keeps on giving. Yeah, and Mboko was... Someone here saying, what the hell is she doing? What the hell is Mboko doing? I mean, she had 3 match points on the Clara Tauson serve. But now she's got 2 break points to force a tie break, which will feel good for her in terms of where she was at with Tauson serving for this second set. So at least she can feel good going into the tie break. Can Lerner Tien get an early break on Nuno Borges in the third set? Well, he's got a break point, has the American. Meanwhile, Tauson has 2 break points to save on her serve at 15-40. Otherwise, we're going to a tie break. Backhand from Mboko, who's feeling a bit better about herself right now, I would imagine. Forehand to forehand. Forehand down the line from Victoria is not a bad idea. Good backhand down the line from Victoria. But what a forehand winner that is from Clara Tauson. Wow. Especially at that juncture, 30-40. Do hit that like button, by the way. And if you haven't already done so, and I'm looking at you, Erin Kia Pack 7321 and Sports Betting and Poker 702, looking at you two, please hit that subscribe button. Borges has saved the break point. Can Clara Tauson do likewise on her forehand here? And she has. It's deuce. It's another shot from Mboko going into the net. That time, though, Mboko was very much down in the rally. So a lot of sympathy with her in that rally. But those two other ones that she dumped into the net at neutral will really disappoint her if she doesn't win this match. When she had match points. 3 of them. Oh. Oh. What a shot learner, Tien, by the way. He's going to have another break point. Okay, deuce here. Mboko, can she push Clara Tauson back? She's going to try. She's not going to come into the net, though. There's a couple of moments there she could have done. But I'm not necessarily saying that's necessarily a bad idea. Drop shot Clara Tauson is really good. Mboko can get there, but she can't win the point. So, set point, Clara Tauson. Her first set point. So Tauson set point here. Tien gets the break. He now leads 2 sets to love and a break. Long, long way back for Nuno Borges. Good return there from Mboko, by the way. Saves the set point, and we're back to deuce. Okay, another set point for Clara Tauson. Oh dear, a lot of criticism from Mboko here in the chat. So Tauson here, set point, second serve. It's her second set point. Mboko did really well to save the previous one. Okay, backhand return. That's aggressive from Mboko. She really stepped in on that serve. And yet here we are with Tauson with an exquisite forehand down the line once again. And Clara Tauson takes the second set. Would you believe it? 4 games in a row for the Dane. And look at Mboko right now. She was down an early break in this set. She gets the break back. She then goes up a break, leads 5-3, but was very nervous trying to serve the match out at 5-3 and gets broken to love. And Tauson didn't have to do a lot. Then she gets 3 match points on the Tauson serve. They come and go. Tauson then breaks and then ultimately holds for 7-5. What a dramatic set. 15 winners off the racket of Clara Tauson, and it included 2 unbelievable forehand winners down the line in that last game. Just nuts, this match. What a sport, hey? Borges looking pretty annoyed with himself as he looks to the heavens there at losing that point. Tien has a game point for a 2-love lead to consolidate the early break in this third set. He already leads 2 sets to love. Marajan has broken Medvedev, so he leads by a set and a break. For those of you just tuning in, please do hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Do get voting in our poll as well as to who you think is going to win. Sabalenka, by the way, now leads 7-6, 3-love, and that's 3-love with a double break. She's running away with this second set and presumably the match as well. Which way is this Mboko Tauson one going, though? I mean, the Mboko Tauson match started half an hour after Sabalenka Potapova, but I'm pretty sure it's going to finish much, much later. Tien does consolidate, so he leads 2-love and then 2-love in the third set. And Mboko's going to serve first at the beginning of this third set. What a return from Clara Tauson. Oh my goodness me. That forehand from her right now is absolutely firing. Borges holds, so it's 2-1, but that is 2-1 for Tien with the break. Meanwhile, Tauson now love 30 on the Mboko serve. I do hope, oh dear, that backhand from Victoria. This mental baggage that she's having to take, having lost 4 games in a row and missed out on 3 match points, is looking like it's proving too much for Victoria right now. Three break points here for Clara Tauson to get an early break in this deciding set. That's another great forehand from her. Nice going in behind the Mboko there. And she does get the break, does the Dane. Wow. That's 5 games in a row for Clara Tauson. I just hope that that's not the match. I fear it might be. Because honestly, this is such a tough mental jolt that Mboko's having to take here. And it's the kind of mental thing that can take you not just half an hour to recover from, but half a week, half a month, or half a year. Just think about the trouble that Medvedev had after being up 2-love and love 40 on Nadal's first serve, which felt like 3 championship points at that juncture. Some might say he's never recovered from that. Mboko's still young. Long way to go, but look at that stat for Clara Tauson on break points, by the way. 5 from 5. That's wild. Marajan leads by a set and a break on Medvedev. So that would be a mini upset, and Medvedev has just double faulted, so it could be a double break advantage for the Hungarian. Talking of double break advantages, that's exactly what Arina Sabalenka has over on Rod Laver right now. She leads 7-6, 4-love over Potapova. She's much more relaxed than she was towards the end of that first set when things were not looking great for her in so many ways. At least in terms of the opportunities that she had on the Potapova serve and wasn't able to take them. Talking of opportunities on the serve, Marajan has got 3 break points here on the Medvedev serve to take a double break advantage in the second set. Tauson serving. She lost the first point, but she has won the second, so it's 15 all on her serve. They're in a deciding set. Tien here trying to get to 3-1. He leads 2-1 in the third set and 40-15. Medvedev has saved the first of 3 break points. Tien with a good serve, but well returned by Nuno Borges. In fact, really good defense from Nuno. And now it's Tien putting a forehand into the net, so 40-30. Okay, what's going on with Mboko and Tauson? Mboko has 2 break points. She had break points, of course. I think she had 3 of them in total when Tauson was serving for that second set. She wasn't able to take any of them, which just probably makes the pain even more tough to take for Mboko. Can she take one of these 2 breakpoint opportunities? Good cross court there from Tauson. Very good. She's very much in. Oh, but she's dumped that forehand. So much confidence that she had in her forehand after some excellent shots in the last few games. And finally, Mboko stops the rock. She breaks back. She'd lost 5 games in a row at an ill-opportune moment, but at least she stopped the rot and won her first game in 6. And she's back on serve now, 1-1 in this deciding set. Potapova is off the mark. She's held serve in the second set. And Marozsan has indeed got up a double break. Tien is held for 3-1. So, current state of play. Sabalenka leads by a set and a double break on Potapova. Marozsan leads by a set and a double break on Daniel Medvedev. Medvedev really struggling right now. Tien leads by 2 sets to love and a break on Borges. And Mboko and Tauson are locked at a set all and 1 game all. But that barely tells the story, bearing in mind Mboko had 3 match points and also served for the match, albeit that those 3 match points came on the Clara Tauson serve. Nevertheless, not all done yet in terms of that Mboko-Tauson match. Now that she's got that break, I said that Mboko had the bit between the teeth, which she did, didn't she? From when she was down the early break in the second set to then when she broke back, I was like, she got the bit between the teeth. She then broke, but couldn't serve it out. Anyway, are we going to get another break here? It's 15:30 on the Mboko serve. Talking of another break, Borges is love 30. So it could be a double break advantage. For Lerner Tien. I will come to the live chat in a moment, but in the meantime, please do hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, please do hit subscribe. Clara Tauson has a break point on the Mboko serve. And Lerner Tien gets a double break advantage now on Nuno Borges. 4-1 he leads. Okay, change of ends for Nuno and Lerner. But Nuno desperately needs a change of fortunes. He's down a double break now in this third set, staring down the barrel of defeat. Potapova also staring down the barrel of defeat as well. She's a double break down on the world number 1, Arina Sabalenka, who has a game point for a 5-1 lead. Mboko has saved the break point and also now has a game point of her own. Borges really struggling with the temperatures right now, putting ice as much as he can over the back of his neck, and he's got his shirt off. It looks like Lerner is dealing with the heat a little bit better than Nuno. Now that game point has come and gone, so we're at deuce between Sabalenka and Potapova. We're also at deuce again between Mboko and Tauson. And Medvedev is fighting to get one of those breaks of serve back. He's got a break point, has Medvedev, on the Marajan serve. And Mboko, meanwhile, has a game point for 2-1. Okay, rolling on down. Hachanov, Basava. Okay. Yeah, on. I just sort of give a couple of thoughts on this Hachanov and Dardet. And Mboko holds for 2-1. That's huge. Really big for Victoria. First hold of this third set. She leads 2-1. Medvedev was not able to take that break point opportunity. Oh, Potapova's got one of those breaks back on the Sabalenka serve. Well done, Anastasia. 4-2 now, but she's still a break down. She's serving at 2-4. Lerner Tien, 4-1, now becomes 5-1 as he holds to 15. Nuno Borges is serving to stay in the match. He's down a double break in this third set. He's just faded quite a bit, hasn't he, in sets 2 and 3, in terms of the fact that he was down a double break, albeit he got one of those back in the second set. But I do wonder if he's just struggling with the heat right now. It seems that way. What a return from Lerner Tien, by the way. He has the bit between his teeth. Love 15. Okay. Mboko and Tauson have returned to the court, one set apiece, and they're on serve in the deciding set. Borges is serving to stay in the match against Lerner Tien, 15 all. Medvedev has another break point on the Marajan serve as he tries to get one of his breaks of serve back that he's lost. Just like Potapova got one of her breaks of serve back, and she's now at 40-15 on her serve. She has 2 game points for 4-3. She'll feel a bit better for her. But she's put her first serve into the net. Meanwhile, Medvedev and Marajan are in the rally here with Medvedev with a break point. Wonderful backhand there from Medvedev. Well defended from Marajan, but he can't defend that forehand. That is decisive from Daniel Medvedev. That is the Daniel Medvedev of old, and he gets one of the breaks back. Meanwhile, Potapova has held serve. So they sit down for the change of ends with Sabalenka leading 7-6, 4-3. But that feels very different to the 7-6, 4-1 lead that she had a moment ago. She still has a break of serve in her pocket, though. Borges staying to serve, serving to stay in the match. It's late, guys. It's 3:13 in the morning. 1-5. But it's a nice ace down the tee from Nuno. Okay, where are we at? Oh, Borges has held. That's a good hold for Nuno to get a bit of respectability in this third set. But Lerner Tien, when they return to the court, will serve for the match and a straight sets win over the Portuguese. Meanwhile, Sabalenka 4-3, 30 love. A rare ace for Arena today. You'd have thought she'd hit more than that. And Potapova can't believe that. She's not happy with the line call. Oh, what a serve +1. Not many players in the world would make that. Oh, she's missed it, Sabalenka. What a serve plus one. It wasn't a great serve plus one because she missed it. She went long. Unforced errors today from Marina Sabalenka, 32. That's a little bit too many, especially over the course of just a set and 7 games. Marajan has a break point to restore his double break advantage over Medvedev. And Lerner Tien is serving for the match. Mboko's broken Tauson. Well done, Victoria Mboko. Very well done, bearing in mind she lost 5 games in a row and was down an early break, but she managed to get that break back and has now got a break advantage. She leads 3-1 with an unbelievable backhand winner down the line. Marajan breaks again. He leads by 5-2 with a double break. When they return to the court, he will serve for the second set and a 2-sets-to-love lead over Daniel Medvedev. Meanwhile, Lerner Tien is serving for the match against Nuno Borges. 30-15 as well on Lerner's serve. He does miss the first serve here, though. Potapova has a break point to get it back on serve against Arina Sabalenka. Wow, she was a double break down. Look at that. Potapova, by the way, is 2 from 2 in terms of break point opportunities today. Can she make it 3 from 3? 2 match points for Lerner Tien, 40-15. First serve down the tee is wide. Backhand return from Nuno Borges. Forehand from Lerner Tien into the forehand of Lerner Tien. What a drop shot winner from Lerner Tien to seal it. 7-6, 6-4, 6-2. Lerner Tien has kept his side of the bargain over a potential clash with Daniel Medvedev. Medvedev is in a lot of trouble right now, though. He's on the verge of a 2-set deficit to Fabian Marajan, so we'll see how that pans out. But listen, Lerner Tien won't care about that. He is through to the 4th round of the Australian Open for the 2nd year in a row. Pretty sure he made the 4th round last year. Going to check that. Did he make the 4th round? Yeah, he did. Yeah. Okay, Mboko here. 40 love leads over Clara Tauson to go 4-1 up in this deciding set. Sabalenka's saved that break point, by the way. I love it. I love it. Yeah, very well, especially with how well Nuno loves Australia. But I thought he would edge it, but I think Ghosty and I were both talking about potentially 5 sets. Mboko holds. She leads 4-1 in the deciding set. Potapova has another break point on Sabalenka here. Backhand return from Mboko. Backhand from Sabalenka's big, but Potapova deals with it. Now Potapova with a slice. Had a chance to come into the net. Didn't take it. Forehand slice from Sabalenka. Backhand cross court from Marina's good. Potapova defends though. Forehand from Sabalenka. Not good enough. But that forehand is going to go out. And Potapova gets the break back. She is not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. She was down a double break 4-1. And now it's 4-all. And she's going to serve for a 5-4 lead. Medvedev, meanwhile, has got one of those breaks back again. So it's just a 1-break deficit he has against Marajan. He's serving at 3-5. And Potapova and Sabalenka in this second set are on serve. Lerner Tien winning his encounter, by the way, in 2 hours and 4 minutes over Nuno Borges. And he's looking rather happy. He's into the 4th round. Once again in Melbourne. Yeah, I forgot about that in the first set. He was down 3-5, wasn't he? Was Lerner. Okay, Medvedev serving at 3-5, leads 30-15. Potapova serving at 4-all, love 15. Tauson serving at 1-4, 15 love. Do hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. So, with the exception of that injury hit once when he was much more inconsistent, and that's one of the reasons why his ranking has slipped a little bit. But I think he'll beat Darderi. I think he'll do it maybe in 5 sets. He'll have obviously some energy after saving it in the... Lerner Tien, Nuno Borges stats incoming. Lerner Tien, actually Nuno Borges got 82% of his first serves in. But he was only able to win 41% on his second serve. Lerner much more ruthless on break points, 5 from 8-1, whereas Nuno was 2 from 6. And that's that. Lerner Tien through in straight sets. He will play the winner of Daniel Medvedev against Fabian Marozsan. When they return to the court, they're at the change of ends right now. Marozsan will try and serve it out for a second time. He wasn't able to do it the first time of asking. Can he do it the second time of asking? Meanwhile, Clara Tauson in the deciding set against Victoria Mboko. This has really been about momentum shifts because she won 5 games in a row from 3-5 down in the second set. But from 1 love up in this set, she's lost 4 games in a row. Tien will play the winner of Marozsan and Medvedev. Later on today, we'll have Cerundolo against Rublev and Norrie against Zverev, and the winner of those 2 encounters will play each other. Tauson 40-15 to stop the rot, 2 game points. Marozsan serving for the second set. Arina Sabalenka has a break point on the Potapova serve, 30-40. If she wins this point, she'll be serving for the match. Backhand return, no. First serve doesn't land in, so it's a second serve for Sabalenka to look at. She missed quite a few in the first set. Is she going to miss this one? Let's see. Backhand return is decent. Potapova looks frustrated. Good drop shot there. Potapova's not going to get it. Sabalenka breaks again and will serve for the match. She leads 7-6-5-4. Saving it in the easy win he had over Basavarelli. Go on, hit me with it.
So he lost in the final in Bucharest to Gaboli.
Okay.
And then he didn't, and then for the rest of the year didn't win back-to-back matches.
There you go. Okay, next. What do you think? You think Khachanov or Darderi?
In 4.
That's Khachanov.
Cool.
Darderi.
Okay.
Coming up tomorrow. Oakley Dokley. Zeynep Sommes coming up against Yulia Putintseva next, over on the same court where we just saw Lerner Tien vanquish Nuno Borges. And Marozsan here serving for the second set. He's at 30-15, should be 40-15. It is. Lovely volley there from Fabian at the net. 2 set points for Fabian Marozsan to take a 2-sets-to-love lead. Yes, there is someone less agile on tour than Clara Tauson, Ghosty, and his name is Holger Rune right now. Okay, Mboko serving at 4-2. Ooh, one of those set points has been saved by Medvedev, so it's 40-30. Sabalenka serving for the match. Let's just see how this set point goes. But Mboko now has 3 game points for a 5-2 lead in the deciding set against Clara Tauson. Marozsan, second set point. Is it going to come and go and slip through his fingers like the first one did? Return from Medvedev. Forehand from Marozsan is good. Good depth there. And that's going to be too long from Daniil Medvedev. Marozsan wins the second set by 6-4. He is up 2 sets to love on the former world number 1 and 3 times former Australian Open finalist, Daniil Medvedev. 2 sets to love for the Hungarian. Long way back from Medvedev. He's done it before. Can he do it again? Mboko holds for 5-2, by the way. And of course, Sabalenka, who's made life hard for herself today. She is serving for the match, but she's down 15-40 on her serve. Marozsan and Medvedev. What is going on with second serves today, by the way, guys? Medvedev won just 17% of his second serves. Marozsan only won 25% of his second serves. It's either a glitch in the electronics and the stats counting, or something's going on with the balls regarding these second serves and very slow. Potapova, by the way, is showing plenty of courage over on Rod Laver. She now has 2 break points, with Sabalenka serving for the match and a spot in the 4th round. Wow, Potapova. She keeps on fighting. She's not giving up. Okay, Sabalenka hits serve at 15-40. Forehand return is decent from Potapova. Backhand cross-court from Potapova. Slice from Sabalenka. Oh, backhand into the net there from Potapova. Sabalenka's been slicing a lot more than I'd expect today. Whether she's feeling a bit of fatigue or not, that's sometimes the case when you're slicing a lot more. Sometimes it's also a confidence issue, but I don't think that should be the case for the world number 1. 30-40. Tauson serving to stay in the match against Mboko. Backhand into the net from Tauson, and that looked like a tired maneuver there. Love 15. Meanwhile, Sabalenka is going to miss on that backhand side. It's 5-all. Potapova breaks back with Sabalenka serving for the match. Just like Clara Tauson did when Mboko was serving for the match. Oof, an hour or so ago. Okay. So, Sabalenka leads by a set to love, and they're 5-all in the second set. Marozsan and Medvedev are just getting their third set underway, with the Hungarian leading by 2 sets to love. And Clara Tauson is serving to stay in the match against Victoria Mboko, but she is leading 30-15. She doesn't do enough with that forehand, but Mboko dumps it into the net. Not for the first time today, albeit that she's in a very good position right now. But she has been in good positions before in this match and not been able to take them. Remember, she's had 3 match points, albeit all 3 came on the Clara Tauson serve. But Tauson has 2 game points right now. 4. Oh, and she takes it with an ace down the tee. So 5-3. Mboko, for the second time today, will serve for the match at 5-3. She was 5-3 up as well in the second set, but she got broken to love with a very, very nervy attempt at a hold. How nervy will she be on this occasion? We're about to see. 5-3. She's about to serve. Misses on the first serve. That's not a great start from her perspective. Second serve for Tauson to look at here. Backhand slice. Backhand from Mboko. Is that going to miss? I think it is. Yes, just. Love 15. After every point that she loses today, Victoria, she's sort of chatting anxiously to her team and frustratingly from her perspective. Those kilometers per hour as well seem to be quite far down on her serves, especially that second serve, 137, that last one. Seems to be a bit underpowered, which also can be a sign of nerves. It's a second serve here, which Tauson is going to understandably attack. She's also going to attack that forehand. She's going to come into the net, but she can't put the backhand volley away, Clara. She looked cumbersome there, did Clara. And it's 15 all. Marozsan gets an early break on Medvedev. Wow, wow, wow. We could be in for an upset there on Margaret Court Arena. Marozsan leads by 2-0 and a break now. Potapova, by the way, has 2 game points for 6-5. And Mboko at the net. That's an exquisite volley from Victoria Mboko at the net. And it makes you wonder why she doesn't come to the net a bit more often. 30-15, Victoria Mboko. It's just over an hour, I think, since she had match points. Is she going to get more match points? It's 30-15 with her serving for the match here. Where are you going to go with this serve? Down the tee. But she misses that first serve. It must have been close, but she's missed it. Potapova is held, so Sabalenka's going to serve to stay in the second set. Double fault, Victoria Mboko. And those nerves are still there. And that was a well wide. It wasn't even close to landing in that serve. Must have been a good 50 centimeters out. And for those of you that don't understand metric, 50 centimeters is some inches. Backhand here, cross-court from Mboko is beautiful. It's a wonderful backhand cross-court winner, and she does indeed have another match point. Plumb on the line, that one. Okay, 40-30, match point, Victoria Mboko. Where are you going with this serve? You are going into the backhand of Clara Tauson. That makes sense. Backhand again, Clara Tauson. Tauson defending. Can she defend this? The volley from Mboko is very good. She should win the point from here, and she does. Victoria Mboko is through in 3 sets. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a match. Not necessarily always of the highest quality, but certainly of the highest drama. Mboko snatched the first set. They exchanged breaks in that first set. She then goes down an early break in the second. And then she goes on a run of games that saw her break back, break again. She had the bit between her teeth until 5-3 in the second set. And now nerves took over as she got broken to love. And then she gets 3 match points on the Clara Tauson serve. And she looked very nervous during those as well. A couple of times she was very much in the rally and from neutral dumped shots into the net. Very disappointing from her perspective. And those match points came and went. So now she's struggling mentally, big style. Tauson then breaks Mboko and eventually gets over the line to win the second set. And to make matters worse, she wins her 5th game in the row at the beginning of the 3rd set. So she's now leading by a break in the deciding set, having won 5 games in a row. However, Mboko then goes on a run of 4 games in a row for herself. Incredible mental strength that she had to show there. Digging deep, getting the break back, breaking again, and consolidating to get a 4-1 advantage that ultimately, this time, she did not relinquish. She is through to the 4th round, having won 7-6, 5-7, 6-3. Sorry, sports betting. I can only now see your comments. ESPN Plus doesn't have the Mboko match. I can't find it anywhere. Can you tell me how you're watching that match? I'm in Germany, so I'm watching it on Discovery Plus. So very, very different sports betting poker. I can't necessarily see all of your messages all of the time because I'm watching the tennis. I hope that's okay. tiebreak indeed between Sabalenka and Potapova. So I will be honing in on that now. Meanwhile, Medvedev has got the break back on Marjan. So Sabalenka 1-0 in the tiebreak, and it is a mini break advantage for the world number one. Zeynep Sommes and Yulia Putintseva are warming up in their match. And Mboko there looking a very relieved individual, having won. And Medvedev must be feeling relieved as well to get it back on serve in the third set. Okay, I'm going to hone in on Sabalenka Potapova for this tiebreak in terms of the viewing experience. Have it on the big screen rather than have 4 different matches on. Sabalenka leads 2-0 now. Make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Silk, you going to bed after this hero? Yes, I am. By the way, Sir Jim Ratcliffe 10, I'm guessing that's you, Jake? Potapova has just got that mini break back, by the way, and it's 1-2. By the way, do check out Nick's interview from Potapova from 2023 in Birmingham. Very amusing. She's not afraid to say what she thinks and even use a few expletives, swear words, or curse words, as you might say in the US. Okay, Potapova serving here, 1-2 in this tiebreak. Backhand return from Sabalenka is pretty good, but we're into the rally. Good depth again from Arena. Forehand into the net, though, from Arena when she was up in the rally, and it's 2-2. Okay, 2-2 here in the second in this tiebreak. Second serve for Arina Sabalenka to look at. Okay. So Sabalenka here now, 2-3 down, although she's got a smash here, but she doesn't put that away outright. Is this going to land in? It is. We're back to neutral. Wow. Wow, Potapova fighting. Must be unnerving from Arena's point of view. And she's put that forehand long. Potapova has a 4-2 advantage at the change of ends. What is going on? Well. 4-2 change of ends. Sabalenka here serving. I should say 2-4. Ooh, that return was so close to being the best return of the tournament so far. Off a first serve from Sabalenka. It must have been centimeters or maybe even less out. And for those of you who are not familiar with metrics, that is bloody close. Almost 2 hours on the clock. Still, Potapova has a mini break advantage. She serves. First serve into the net. Second serve for Sabalenka to look at. Remember, Arina Sabalenka was serving for the match but got broken. Backhand return from Sabalenka, dumped into the net. Story of her match in so many ways, Arina. So, 5-3 Potapova. I don't think Potapova is married to Shevchenko, but I could be wrong. Pretty sure she's not. Oh, maybe she was. I don't know. I don't know. Backhand return from Sabalenka is miscued and mishit and mistimed. Oh, dearie me. Arina Sabalenka. 3 set points now for Potapova. This is the Sabalenka we saw on that blustery day in Paris last year against Coco Gauff. Are we definitely getting a third set? Not necessarily, Jake, unless you're 30 seconds or 1 minute ahead of me, because Sabalenka's just hit a forehand winner to save the first set point. 4-6. Sabalenka to serve. Misses the first serve. She really could have done with the first serve there to at least give herself a hell of a chance to get to 5-6. As it is, don't double fault. No. The turn into the net from Potapova is disappointing from her perspective. 6-5, but it's going to be on her serve now, this third set point. So it's 6-5 Potapova. Yeah, Jake, you're getting a bit carried away. 6-5. Third and final set point, at least for now. Where are you going with this serve? You are going down the tee, but you're going to miss the first serve. Second serve for Arina Sabalenka to look at. Oh, double fault. Potapova. 6-all. Arina must be feeling a little bit better now. Do hit that like button, by the way, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. We will, of course, have last ball drops. I think we're pretty sure we're going to be doing that around about 2:15 in the UK, 3:15 in Germany. Forehand into the net from Sabalenka from a neutral position. Dearie me, she's not handling this today very well. And it's another set point, this time number 4 for Potapova, albeit it's on the Arina Sabalenka serve. Okay, Sabalenka to serve. Well long that one. So a second serve here. 4. Potapova to look at. Do not double fault, Arina. Backhand return. Good depth on that return. Now into the rally. Sabalenka no lacking in bravery, of course, from Arina. Excellent depth from her again, but she's going to have to go again. Potapova defending for her life, but she can't defend that. 7-all. Whew. Is there a braver tennis player on the planet than Arina Sabalenka? Doesn't matter what the scenario, what the point, what the moment of the match, and she is hitting the living daylights out of that tennis ball. Seven all. First serve goes into the net. Second serve here for Potapova to look at. She's had 4 set points come and go. 3 of them on the Arina serve and 1 on her own serve. When she double faulted. Forehand return is pretty meaty from Potapova, but they're into the rally now. Backhand, Sabalenka cross court. Potapova on the defense. Sabalenka with a backhand drive winner that she puts away. And she now has her first match point, albeit that it's on the Potapova serve in this tiebreak. Potapova to serve down the tee. It's in. No, it's not. Just missed. Second serve. Remember, she double faulted when she had a set point of her own. Is she going to double fault again? No, but it was close. Good return from Arina Sabalenka into the rally. Backhand into the net from Potapova. And Sabalenka wins in straight sets. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, was that tough. 2 straight sets, but it was more than 2 hours. And she breathes a sigh of relief there as they embrace at the net. It's a really nice embrace between the two. Sabalenka knows that she was in a hell of a battle today. She had 3 set points on the Potapova serve at the end of the first set. She wasn't able to take any of them, dumping very makeable returns into the net. She then went down in the tiebreak, but ultimately came back to prevail in that first set. She then goes up 4-1, double break. Arena doesn't lose double breaks on a hard court, but somehow she contrived to do it today. She then went from 4-1 to 4-all in that second set. And then she breaks again for 5-4, serves for the match, and gets broken. Potapova then forces the tiebreak. Potapova then has 3 set points, 2 of them on the Sabalenka serve. Doesn't take either of those 2, but then on her own serve, that set point, she double faults. And that, in a way, was the match. Sabalenka eventually getting over the line. 9-7, I'm going to say, in that tiebreak, I think. Yeah. Okay. So epic streams come to an end. Hi, Washunulev Ada 7616. Thank you for joining us today. Do make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hit that like button and all that other jazz. Also, you can become a member if you click join, and you will fund us so we can keep going and bring you more and more tennis content from as little as $2, £2, or €2 per month. We will have last ball drops later on today with Jack and myself. What is last ball drops? I hear some of you here. It is a live show at the end of play every day for the first 8 or 9 days of the Australian Open, where we look back and reflect on the first day, look back and reflect on the day's play. It's fun. It's cool. Join us for last ball drops in around about a little under 12 hours. I can't tell you exactly when, but more or less, I think 2:15 UK, around about that time, maybe 2 o'clock UK, 3 o'clock Central European time. So that'll be 9 a.m. Eastern time and 6 a.m. in Pacific time. But if you click subscribe and also hit the notification bell, you will get notified when we go live and you won't miss out. So that's probably the best way to do it. And then we'll see you for that later on. Any final comments? Let me know in the live chat before I bring this show to an end. This show, of course, has seen Sabalenka beat Potapova 7-6, 7-6. Victoria Mboko beat Clara Tauson in 3 sets, 3 dramatic sets, not always of the highest quality, but full of drama. And eventually Mboko digging deep, really deep, having missed out on match points in the second set to eventually get over the line. And we also had Lerner Tien in probably the least dramatic match of the 3, albeit he was 3-5 down in the first set before he ultimately prevailed in that set and also went on to win in straights. So he is through. Will he be playing Fabian Marozsan or Daniil Medvedev in the next round? Well, that is anything but a foregone conclusion. Well, I mean, certainly in terms of Medvedev being the favorite pre-match, but also in terms of the fact that Medvedev is 2 sets to love down. So that is that. Wonderful that you could all join. Thank you very much for that. Sabalenka's hopes of winning a 3rd Australian Open crown are still very much alive. Lerner Tien Daniil Medvedev also very much alive, albeit that Medvedev is not exactly very much alive himself because he's 2 sets to love down to Marajan, and he was an early breakdown, but they are at 2-2 in the third. So Marajan or Medvedev will play Lerner Tien in round 4. As for Mboko, her dreams are alive. Clara Tauson's have been extinguished after that 7-6, 5-7, 6-3 win for the Dane. Not sure, as someone suggests here in the chat, not quite sure where Tauson was at physically in that third set. So that is that. Thanks for joining, and we'll speak to you all very, very soon. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.